But as we start off the 97-98 school year, I guess it kind of started out on a sour note. I'm always usually pretty excited to come back, as I was this morning, but I was pretty disappointed to hear that over the weekend we had some vandalism. Apparently somebody broke into the school, and there's been a substantial amount of damage, and I think as we've done in the past when we have something to this degree, we're putting out some reward money for some leads as to who that was. I guess anytime somebody breaks into the school and, you know, seriously disrupts, you know, the educational process, and there's been some problems in some of the science labs and things like that, we have to investigate it as thoroughly as we possibly can. So it's unfortunate, but hopefully with all the things that have gone on around here this summer, from the construction process to both inside and outside, and one of the things that you'll be treated to this morning at your first hour class is a video that Mr. Schwartz and I just made on Friday. So I'm gonna turn it over to Bob now, and I'll pick up with the introductions later that I was gonna do. Okay, Bob Steenley, so let's give him a welcome.
Okay, before we start today, I've been over 2,000 schools. I've been in schools where I have to have a bodyguard on my right and left because somebody may pull a gun during the program. I've been in schools where you never know where your car is going to be there when you get back. I've been in pretty scary situations. Vomit, at the beginning of the vomit, little plastic bags, and they threw these plastic bags, and many of the Vietnam soldiers, they came to the war, and they said, welcome home, soldiers, let me tell you, it hurt real bad. We failed to contribute. We failed to act. Why we are here. Albert Einstein. Thank you very much. Look up here. You did very well during the program. Does anybody...
Another group get back into their routine. My guys have been sleeping until 11, 12 o'clock. Buses come in now. Come to school wondering. It reminds me of a young fellow that his mom told him to get up, and he pulled the covers over his head and snuggled under his bed, and she said, you have to get up, son, it's time to go to school.
We got you sleeping in there, Crocker.
marching band. I know. We're just gonna do it. What are they gonna do now? That's a great wig.
Anybody interested in chicken dinner this evening? As most of you know, next week is homecoming week. Monday is pajama day,
to be a homecoming tape. I'm going to head for Esko in a little bit, where there'll be a homecoming parade, and then there'll be a football game. Esko is playing Marshall today, and then there'll be homecoming festivities. It really was crummy weather to start out with this morning, but the sun has come out and it feels pretty comfortable right now, and the leaves are on some of the trees yet, and it should be just a fun and festive afternoon and early evening. There goes the school bus. This is little Kelsey town. Lots of noise.
Football players.
I'll tell you after we saw the video again. Nice for a dance. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dave. Here's Sandy. Take a look at the cheerleaders. Cheerleaders, do something. Warming up now. We'll see if he does anything.
Defense, go! Over here. I'll just holler. All right.
95-pound sophomore, number 57, Aaron Hall. At one guard, a 5'8", 175-pound senior, number 50, Tom Boland. At the other guard, a 6', 215-pound senior, number 52, Tad Bennett. At one tackle, a 6'3", 205-pound junior, number 51, Garrett Reed. At the other tackle, a 6'4", 195-pound senior, number 74, Nick Leavatainen. At end, a 5'11", 175-pound senior, number 42, Nate Anderson. At the other end, a 5'10", 156-pound junior, number 81, Jeremy Denny. At fullback, a 6'2", 177-pound junior, number 44, Denny Leonardson. At halfback, a 5'7", 143-pound freshman, number 24, Mike Sanford. At the other halfback, a 6'1", 165-pound junior, number 31, Scott Crocker. And at quarterback, a 5'8", 175-pound senior, number 18, Brett Hinnenkamp. The Eskimos are coached by Mr. Bill Hudspeth. He is assisted by Jack Lafferty, Steve Wasserman, Darrell Nee, and Ryan Stewart. And the men in...
Oh, nice one. Quit. Do it once again. Esko fight. Do it. Do it.
The Hilltoppers.
It might be either one of them.
Here we have the runner-up, Amy Sather. They're going to take their places at the thrones. This year's Master of Ceremonies is Tom Edward Boland, and the Mistress of Ceremonies is Lacey Catanzari. Tom is the son of Tom and Elaine Boland. His plans after graduation are to enroll in an ROTC program with the Navy, go to college, and eventually become a naval aviator. He is involved in football, baseball, and weightlifting. Tom enjoys the outdoors and everything that goes with it. His personal heroes are his parents for always being there and encouraging him, and Limo because he is the one thing he fears in this world. His most memorable high school moments are the band trip to Florida, midnight swimming at Bear Lake, and just having fun with Belly, Bennett, and the guys. Lacey is the daughter of Lori and Don Parrish. Lacey's plans after graduation are to go to a 4-year college, fall in love and get married to the man of her dreams. Her personal hero is Darcy Weeds because she always has a big smile on her face and she always thinks positive no matter how tough the situation. Her most memorable moments are cold swims at Bear Lake with Tommy, Tad, Jordan, and Araya, late nights with Zachary and Eric, and making scary faces at Zachary's with Missy, Tom, Hella, and Shane. Tom Boland and Lacey Catanzari.
Plus Donald Leavatainen. Nick is the son of Don and Cindy Leavatainen. Nick's future plans are to attend college to become a law enforcement officer. Nick gives, as his most memorable moment, high school moment, is being with his buds and participating in athletics. Nick's heroes include Donnie Leavatainen and Corey Halstead. Allie is the daughter of Jack and Debbie Ezel. She is involved in band, cheerleading, student council, and varsity soccer. Her future plans include attending the College of St. Thomas for a medical degree and enjoy a full-time job in a huge hospital by the age of 26. She gives us her most memorable high school moments, the Florida band trip, bus rides to her soccer games, and becoming friends with many new people. Allie's heroes include her parents, who will always be there for her and get her on the right track.
Rita Von Townsend. Aaron is the son of Gary and Janice Kangas. He plans to go to college for architecture or engineering. His personal hero is Michael Jordan because he's an awesome basketball player and a good role model. His most memorable high school moments are all the times with his good friends, but he says he still has time for an even better moment. Rita is the daughter of Lane and Donna Thompson. She's involved in NHS, Student Council co-president, volleyball, and basketball captain. Rita plans to attend UWF, eventually get married, and have 4 kids. Her most memorable high school moment is going on the band trip to Florida when Chris Lehman threw her into the pool with her clothes on. Her personal heroes are her parents for having what it takes to raise 13 children. She knows she never could do it.
Nathan Eric Anderson and Sarah Beth Day. Nathan is the son of Steve and Kathy Anderson. He plans to attend a small in-state college and play baseball there, hopefully. Get a degree in English education and someday be as cool as hex. He is involved in baseball, football, and enjoys the outdoors. Nathan looks up to his parents because they were successful in life, and also Bowles because he loves the way he dresses. His most memorable moment was going to Florida for band, and Tom, Ryan, and him decided to trick Joe by asking him questions in his sleep, and he answered. He also went in the bathroom, shut the door, and turned on the shower. It was awesome. Sarah is the daughter of Jim and Beth Benny. She plans to attend Rick's College or wherever and become a nutritionist, physical therapist, assistant, or occupational therapist. Get married, move somewhere nice, have some kids, and live happily ever after. She is involved in basketball, student council, and attack. Her heroes are her parents and little Kunzi, just because they are who they are. Sarah's most memorable moments are the band trip to Florida, state basketball last year, and the outdoor trips. Thanks to my friends for all the memories.
Woo!
Trisha Ellen Sykes and Joseph Levi Reisman. Joe is the son of William and Sandy Reisman. Joe is involved in football, basketball, student council, and FCA. His future plans include attending college and hopefully living happily ever after. He rates as his most memorable high school experience as playing in the section final basketball game in the 10th grade. Joe's heroes are his parents because they are always there for him. He hopes to be like them someday. Trisha is the daughter of Tom and Kathy Sykes. She is involved in student council, National Honor Society, attack, cross country, soccer, track, and the outdoors club. Her future plans include attending college, playing soccer, finding a good job, getting married, and enjoy every minute of it. Her most memorable high school moments are being chased by killer dogs on Highway 61, playing hide and go seek at Black Bear, and camping with the outdoors club. Trisha's heroes are Mr. Hexum and Mr. Farrow because they always have positive, high energy attitudes in everything they do.
Brett Allen Hinnekamp and Araya Marie Baker. He is involved in football, hockey, and baseball. Brett plans to attend a four-year college, get a degree, and hopefully play baseball and get married. His personal heroes are his parents for always being there when he needed them, and Bowles for thinking he's God. His most memorable moment is a trip to the Radisson with Bowles, Benz, and Limo to see Melissa. Enough said. Aurea is the daughter of Jackie and Terry Leon. She is involved in SAD, CAT, Pep Club, Peer Helpers, Ramboard, and volleyball. After graduation, Aurea plans to attend college and major in interior decorating. Then she will travel the world. Finally, she hopes to have a beautiful house, marry the man of her dreams, and adopt as many homeless kids as possible. Her personal hero is Mr. Farrell. He is one of the coolest guys she knows. He's not only a great teacher, but also an awesome mountain climber. Aurea's most memorable moments are her great summer in Alaska with Rita and Nate, cold nights swimming with Lacey, Bennett, Bowles, and Jash, and all of the late nights chasing rabbits with the Mad LeBaron, and dodging signs with Jash, Zach, and Mills.
And now to sing How Do I Live by Trisha Yearwood, Carrie Jones. And the king runner-up is Nick Leeman-Tynan.
The 1997 homecoming queen is Tricia Sutton.
Homecoming King, Joe Reisman.
High temperature this time of year.
All right. Thanks, Jason.
Yep.
Thank you. At one time or another, we've all had hopes and dreams for the future. And one Esko teenager is banking her future on a career in country music.
Tonight, Jason Rice introduces us to a singer who hopes to see her name in lights, and she's taking big steps toward her dream.
Someday, Esko students might say, this is the room where Carrie Lee Jones got her start. As a member of the high school choir, she blends in well with the other singers, but there's another side of Carrie Lee.
When she came into this world.
Meet Carrie Lee Jones, the rising country star. This July, Carrie Lee recorded her first album in Music City, USA, Nashville. It's a career she's wanted for a long time.
Probably like in 7th grade when I sang in Esko. It was a concert we had, and the people, they just kind of, watched you, and they're like, wow, that's probably when I thought, man, I could do this. This is exciting.
And it's been an exciting journey for her family, too. They've spent hundreds of dollars and countless hours unconditionally supporting her budding career.
She turns out the light.
What she's singing, a lot of times when you watch her, she really feels what she's singing. And that's what she wants to give to people. She's a pretty special kid.
Carrie Lee graduates high school this spring, and her parents say they plan to move to Nashville immediately to keep pushing for musical stardom. Make no mistake, she knows who her biggest fans are.
I'd say probably my parents. They see talent, and I see the talent, and they're like, hey, she's got something, she can go somewhere, and I've always wanted to sing, so it kind of just gave me the extra boost to go and do it, because they're so supportive.
One love that wasn't hers to give or to take.
I have no doubt that we're a really close-knit family, and she can do it.
So look out, Reba. There's a new talent coming to Nashville. Jason Rice, Channel 6 News.
Well, Carrie Lee's first release will be available on cassette at the end of this month at many area stores.
I always wanted a voice like that, but while several radio stations around the country are currently playing her song Between a Rock and a Heartache. Good luck. Well, in sports, the Florida Marlins are heading to their
summer months coming to a close, the 1997 Esko football season was at hand. This year, it was apparent that the team had to mature early and quickly to overcome numerous obstacles in order to attain the team's early goals. With some players being ineligible and key injuries, 5 young players were called on to pick up the slack early in the season. The early season success was attained in part to these fine sophomore players. The Ely Timberwolves were the first opponent for the young Eskimos. Being early in the season and on the road, the Eskimos had their work cut out for them. The game was marred with numerous mistakes from both clubs. The defense showed signs of being quite strong, but the offense, Danny Bowman, Aaron Hall, and Andy Gabrielson had to mature quickly because they were pushed into starting roles as sophomores. Willie Hammerlin played in some key spots and is only a freshman. Esko did lose the game 14-6, but the best was yet to come. Possibly a potent passing attack. The Esko offensive and defensive lines matured quickly by controlling the line of scrimmage early in the contest. McKibben again passed and rushed the ball in key situations. Nate Anderson made super plays all night. Leonardson made some long runs and the receivers all blocked downfield. On both sides of the ball, Esko showed signs of domination, but also had some holes to fill. The defense punished the Mercs all evening long. McKibben picked off passes and the defensive line chased the McGregor quarterback all evening. The offense did its job to score points with super runs by Scott Procker and Nate Anderson. Even the younger players performed very well in their first varsity game. The Eskimos had their first victory of the season with a final score of 35-12.
Perhaps you had better start from the beginning. Perhaps you had better start.
With Esko doing most of the hitting. The defense again was superb, dishing out sack after sack all evening long. Joe Risenden emerged again to be a key factor in the Esko scoring. Offensive linemen opened gaping holes all evening. Corey Olson made a clutch catch to keep a drive going. In addition, McKibben ran the ball very well. Scott Procker's toe was on target again that evening. Tom Bolin was finally able to close his hands, and he picked off a pass. Chris Holmes played some quarterback and was ready to step in at a moment's notice. The final score was Esko 35, Carleton 12.
And make this motherfucking party hot. I'm taking it back to the old school, cause I'm an old fool who's so cool. If you wanna get down, I'ma show you the way. There it is, let me hear you say. Woo. Y'all. Up daisies, the underground sound that you have found amazing, outstanding, demanding, commanding, you people dancing. That's a breath taker. I produce, aka the Undertaker. You wanna come down to the underground old school? Here's a shovel. Can you dig it, fool? Can you dig it? We can dig it. Can y'all dig it? We can dig it. Can you dig it? We can dig it. Can y'all dig it? We can dig it. Can you dig it? We can dig it. Can y'all dig it? We can dig it. Can you dig it? We can dig it. Can y'all dig it? W-H-O-O-M-P as I flow to the flash from the school of bold. Hardcore, keep the folklore wreck. 3 to the 2 and 1 mic check. Mass skill, blow ill on the mess of steel. That's the grill of the microphone I just killed. Party people, it's your party tag team is through. Whoop, there it is. I thought you knew.
The offensive and defensive lines had to be ready for this contest. The downfield blocking was outstanding all evening. Defensive linebackers made some super hits during the contest. Kenny Schroeder picked off a pass to end a Mariner drive. Both sides of the ball made some key plays that evening. Esko finally appeared to be gelling as a team. The final score was 35-24 with Esko on top.
This guy wrestled. I got the American flag, American flag, American flag.
Last year, both teams had two good contests during the season. This, however, was to be another strong showing for the Eskimos. Brett Hinnenkamp came back from a knee injury to motivate and lead the Eskimos. This game was especially strong for the defense. Excellent plays in all positions meant a shutout for Esko. Senior Jordan Jensen saw his first playing time in this game, and he responded by scoring a touchdown. Scott Procker picked off a pass, and Nick Limatinen was also strong as the Eskimos defeated East Central 35-0.
And realize there's nothing left, 'cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man set tripping banker, and my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things are going, I don't know. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Been spending most of our lives living in the gangster paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster paradise. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me?
The next week, the Marshall Hilltoppers came to town in an afternoon homecoming contest. On the first play, Scott Procker went 50 yards down to the goal line. Offensive, defensive, and special teams all played important parts in this contest. The defense administered quite a licking to the Topper players. Matt Foucault played strong at the right side corner position. Esko appeared to be on a roll in all phases of the game. Hinnenkamp and Procker displayed a perfect option play to team up for a 70-yard touchdown run. Jeremy Denny played his best game of the season with a defensive back interception and a 50-yard touchdown catch. Everybody played and contributed in this game. Eric Hilson caught a touchdown pass from McKibben, and Alex Colkin picked off a Marshall pass. The final score was 56-6 in favor of the Eskimos. was the next opponent. They were in contention for the Polo League title, and Esko had to be ready for the Bombers. Esko exploded for an early touchdown, and Hinnenkamp found McKibben for the other score. Leonardson had another big game on offense, and Brett had a big game passing the ball. McKibben had 3, and Risenen had 1 interceptions in this game. The defense basically shut down the Bombers by causing fumbles and interceptions. Garrett Ream made his presence known all evening. The tank offense was used a bit that night. The final score was Esko 14, Barnum nothing.
So shave your face with some mace in the dark. Saving all your food stamps and burning down the trailer park. Yo, cut it. So I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? So won't you kill me? Get crazy with the cheese whiz. Body Pierce. Yo, bring it on down.
The final game of the conference was at Moose Lake Willow River for the Polo League South title. Esko came out strong again and controlled the offensive and defensive lines all evening long. This was a punishing game for the Rebels, with Esko administering most of that punishment. Hinnenkamp was able to pass the ball to himself and then run for positive yardage. Leonardson had another 100-plus yard evening. The defensive game plan confused the Rebels that night and again shut down their offense. Big plays and gang tackling was the name of the game for Esko. Joe Risenen had one of his best games by running and catching Hinnenkamp's passes. The tank offense showed up again, and Scott Procker was the featured running back. The final score ended with Esko winning 26-6. That meant another conference title for the Eskimos, making it 7 in a row.
Perhaps you had better start from the beginning. Perhaps you had better start from the beginning. Perhaps you had better start from the beginning. had better start from the beginning.
Esko's first playoff game was against Chisholm, and the Blue Streaks liked to throw the ball, so the Esko defense had to be ready for this contest. It would be a counter day on the offensive side of the ball for the Eskimos. Aaron Kangas made a big catch for the offense. Risenen ran back a kickoff for a touchdown. Jordan Jensen probably made the two hardest hits all season in this game. First, he was hit pretty hard after an early whistle. 3 plays later, he returned the favor. Then on defense, Jensen broke up the wedge on a screen pass with a devastating hit. Kenny Schroeder went the distance on a power play. The final score was 35-0 in Esko's favor. Esko was in the game early with the defense trying hard to plug holes. Esko scored first on a run by Leonardson, but slowly momentum changed in Braham's favor. With that loss, it was over for the super group of 11 seniors. How fast the time went by. They will be remembered and missed dearly. Best of luck to all our seniors.
I crave skin rips, find 100 to dip it in, slam dunk it, stick it, flip it and ride that B-double-O-T-Y, oh my. Ooh, that's it, come on, whoop, there it is, I'm done. Come on, louder, give it to me, come on, louder, come on, yeah. underground sound that you have found amazing, outstanding, demanding, commanding, you people dancing. That's a breath taker. I produce, aka the Undertaker. You wanna come down to the underground old school? Here's a shovel. Can you dig it, fool? Can you dig it? You can dig it. Can y'all dig it? You can dig it. Can you dig it? You can dig it. Can y'all dig it? You can dig it. Can you dig it? You can dig it. Can y'all dig it? You can dig it. Can you dig it? You can dig it. Can y'all dig it? W-H-O-O-M-P as I flow to the flash from the school of bowl. Hardcore, keep the folklore wreck. 3 to the 2 and 1 mic check. Mass skill, blow ill on the mess of steel. That's the grill of the microphone I just killed. Party people, wish your party tag team is through. Whoop, there it is. I thought you knew. Whoop, there it is. 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 Yeah, tag team music coming straight at ya. That's me, DC, the brain supreme, and my man Steve Rowland. Bring it back, y'all, bring it back.
now that's not quite true. Feel no sorrow, do not grieve. He would not want you to. There's one more angel in heaven. There's one more star in the sky. But Joseph will never forget you. It's tough, but we're gonna get by. There's one less place at our table. There's one more tear in my eye. But Joseph, the things that you stood for, like love and peace, never die. Joseph died as he wished to. He answered duty's call. He single-handed fought the beast that would have killed us all. His blood-stained coat is tribute to his final sacrifice. His body may be past his feet, but his soul's in paradise.
Where he was bought by a captain in Zanzibar. Where he was bought by a captain in Zanzibar.
Sailing on the cops, they're skinny and bound. Think I'll lay the back on which your father doing good on. But it didn't make them battle like the good monsters of the shoe. Think I'm more staying as they ever been. The stream has got me back. Hey, Joseph, what does it mean? No, their kings ain't stupid, but I don't have them. So don't make cool, Joseph. Now help me now, I'm begging you. I'm saying you know that ain't no people out of town when I saw him. Here's the corner. They can ride, they will go, but you can't stand right behind the people sitting under the ears and we're tattered and torn. The good command is look right behind the yes it did. But Joseph here's the punchline, it's really gonna blow your mind. Back home as bad as it ever been. Streaming down the arch, streaming nice and tell me what it means. Hey, Joseph. There is
rather be there anywhere. A man to know we drink a bitter wine. Looking and Dave, we used to know. Where have they gone? Where did they go? And Rachel the race to the Do you remember the wonderful party? The splendor of Canaan's cuisine, the extravagant, elegant parade. They cared the Bible has been. It's funny, but and we've lost no less. Find I'm speaking joblessly. Looking and Dave, we used to know. Where have they gone? Where did they go? And Rachel the race to those days. Funny, but still not so gone to another extreme. Perhaps we've all misjudged the lad. Perhaps he wasn't quite that bad. I even find I missed his free. Looking and Dave, we used to know. Where have they gone? I hear the voice of the yellow bird. Quite a blue. Oh yes, it's true. Benjamin is greater than the compound blue. No ifs, no buts. Benjamin is honest and pure grown. So as he died, but he goes inside. Benjamin isn't in man. So as we not asleep the sun. We are the criminals, guilty ones. Oh no. Not me. How you can accuse the things that deserve me? Take me. Benjamin is greater than the top of the tree. La 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 la.
Know what's for lunch today? Lunchy munchies? Go away, Pip. Nobody likes you. Yeah, what kind of name is Pip, anyway? Well, my father's family name being Pirip, and my Christian name Philip, my infant tongue. God damn it! Will you shut the hell up? Nobody gives a rat's ass. Yeah, go away, Pip. Righto. God, French people piss me off. Hey, dumbasses. You morons give up on your stupid science fair project yet? No, we're already halfway done. Halfway? Then all you've got is a stupid pig.
Yeah, a gay pig, too. Stupid gay pig.
It's more than you've got. Wrong. We've already got our human clone well underway. Oh, my God. They cloned a foot. Hey, I'll kick your ass. Oh. By Friday, we're going to clone a whole human being. Good luck with your stupid little pig.
Hello there, children.
Hey, Chef.
How you doing?
Bad.
Why bad?
We need to genetically engineer a pig and an elephant, but their genes won't splice.
Oh, of course they won't splice, children. Haven't you ever heard that song by Loverboy? Pig and an elephant DNA just won't. A pig elephant? Say, now that's not a bad idea.
I told you guys.
Imagine a pint-sized elephant that you could keep in the house. Children, we could make a fortune with this.
You hear that, dudes? We'll be rich.
Forget about all that genetic engineering hoosafudge. If you want to combine a pig and an elephant, just get them to make sweet love.
What? I don't think an elephant would make love to a pig. I don't think my pig would want to make love to that stupid elephant.
Sure they would. But you're going to have to get them in the mood.
Well, how do we do that?
Do what I do. Get them good and drunk.
Hey, you guys want to come over to my house? We got work to do, Stan. I think it takes a while for an elephant to get drunk. Really? You guys don't want to come over for just a little bit? What? Your sister gonna kick your ass again? Shut up, Carmen! Yeah, Stan. She's just a girl. Yeah. If some girl tried to kick my ass, I'd be like, hey, why don't you stop dressing me up like a mailman and making me dance for you while you go and smoke crack in your bedroom and have sex with some guy I don't even know on my dad's bed? Cartman, what the hell are you talking about? I'm just saying you're just a little worse. Stan, you can use family love as a weapon against Shelly. The next time she's going to kick your ass, just tell her, Shelly, you're...
Announcements that I'd like to deal with regarding the upcoming basketball season. The other night there was an incident with some unsportsmanlike and certainly uncharacteristic cheers from some of our fans. And I guess it's something that should be addressed right up front before our basketball season gets fully underway. First of all, where we want our students to sit. The players, the coaches, and the cheerleaders would like all of our students to sit over next to our pep band so we have total team support from our student body. The other idea behind that is we'd really like to avoid having confrontations or situations with some of our students sitting behind the opposing team. So actually you can sit any place in the gym except behind the visiting team so that we can avoid any confrontations or problems from that perspective. Also sportsmanship and school spirit. This isn't an Esko rule, it's specifically a Polo League rule, but even the Minnesota State High School League really preaches and tries to promote good sportsmanship. And from the Polo League standpoint, all Polo League schools have banned the use of noisemakers or stomping on bleachers when somebody's shooting a free throw, use of confetti, artificial noisemakers, horns and megaphones and things like that. And the Polo League is just trying to encourage good, strong support for your team, and there are not supposed to be any cheers that are oppositional to either the other team or certainly of a negatory effect towards the game officials, and that's kind of what occurred the other night, and certainly something that we don't want to support. We want to encourage strong support of both our basketball teams throughout the course of the year because we're certainly looking for a fun winter season from the spectator standpoint, and that support should be positive. The student council officers and our shared decision team has ordered a banner, and that banner is specifically designed for the new school, and it says something to the effect of best students, best staff, best school. Well, we can't hang that banner if we don't practice what we're
promoting on that banner that we do have the best students and the best staff and the best school, and that's the thing that we're trying to promote. So we encourage you to come out and support our teams and have fun at the games, but not at the expense of the game officials and not at the expense of other players or the opposing team or fans. So thank you for your support, and thank you for your patience in listening to this announcement, and have a good
I'd like to introduce the 1997 homecoming king and queen, Joe Ryerson and Trish Sykes, who will be your MCs for the night. Please welcome the 1997 king and queen, Leah Hall and Kevin Hedlund. And she is majoring in political science. She hopes to eventually teach college, PhD.
Kevin is a freshman at Lake Superior College with an undecided major. We would now like to introduce the candidates for Duke and Duchess.
Jill Menard, daughter of Joseph and Twyla Menard. Jill's most memorable moments are playing the ABC game on the bus ride to Virginia and hanging out at Jamie's house with Lori, Greg, Jamie, Andy, and Matt. Her favorite snow activities are frolicking in the snow with Kat and Jason and making snow angels. She also enjoys throwing snowballs during gym class at Nikki, Zach, and Dizzy. Jill is involved in basketball, attack, volleyball, and softball.
He was in elementary playing football, and the whistle blew to go inside. He decided to throw one last pass, and he nailed the aide right in the face. She asked, "Who threw this?" And I was jumping up and down saying, "I did." His favorite snow activities are snowball fights, sledding, and ice fishing. Scott enjoys baseball, hunting, camping, and fishing.
Kat Mickelton, daughter of Joe and Dolly Mickelton. Kat's most memorable moments are when she was at Andrea's slumber party with just girls, and they all thought that someone was trying to break in. Sarah grabbed a fireplace poker, and the rest of them went looking through the house behind her. Also, this past summer with Tommy B. Her favorite snow activity is frolicking in the snow with Jill and Jason, making snow angels. Kat is involved in SAD, varsity soccer, peer helpers, boys stats, pep club, and the outdoors club.
Danny Bowler, son of Patrick and Carolyn Bowler. Danny's most memorable moment was when he realized Scott Hedlund still wore diapers at the age of 10, as he observed him running through his house with a diaper on. His favorite snow activities include making snowboards and having snowball fights with the daycare kids. Danny enjoys hockey, football, track.
And now the candidates for King and Queen. Jill Sykes, daughter of Dave and Kim Sykes. Jill's most memorable moments are cheering for basketball and football, winning $50 jackpot barrel racing awards, shaking the maracas with Ninus and Nelson, and going to Florida for the banter. Her favorite snow activities are staying inside, watching movies, and driving through the snow drifts with McLaughlin. Jill enjoys cheerleading, working in Bert's office, playing first chair clarinet, barrel racing her horse, and working at Casino Pizza.
was last winter ditching Limo's car with Brett, Taz, Limo, and Luke, and then pushing it out, and also watching Taz fly over the back of the screaming Ford as Brett and him looked on. His favorite snow activities are breaking, snowshoeing, and throwing yard state array into the snow. Tom is involved in weightlifting, outdoor activities, football, baseball, and enjoying life.
Joey's most memorable moments are playing at Nationals and in Colorado for the Esko Ice, the band trip to France, and CPF band club.
Son of Cindy Baker and Dennis Ellison. Matt's most memorable moments are when he got stopped by the cops and Jay and Trisha kept on talking about Bruce Springsteen when Jay, Dana, and himself visited the construction site and made this big surprise in Trisha's yard, running barefoot in downtown Canal Park, early morning breakfast at the Oasis, window knocker night at Jay's house, and running around the Black Bear. His favorite snow activity is jumping out of Jay's hot tub and running in the snow around his house. Matt is involved in peer helpers, theater, speech, mock trial, outdoors club, one act, and the CPF fan club.
Daughter of Ron and Sandy Hota. Jen's most memorable moments are all the state and national journeys, the band trip to Florida last year on the last day of school when she was running through the mud and clean from red flashing lights, the talks at Perkins, and just hanging out with Branch, Nate, Towns, Brand, and Hampton. Her favorite snow activities are the early morning sidewalk and deck shoveling. Have fun next year by yourself, Leanne. Also, hot tubbing when it is snowing. Jen is the co-president of the student council, a member of NHS, who plays soccer, basketball, and softball.
Matthew Pritiak, son of John Pritiak and Patty Soderberg. Matt's most memorable moments are going to Florida on the band trip and going to the playoff game with Tony, Scott, and Sarah at UMD. His favorite snow activity is seeing how many times he could spin his car on the ice without going into the ditch. Matt enjoys pep band, weightlifting, hunting, and fishing.
The 1998 Duke and Duchess are
Jason Dusek
and Jill Menard.
The 1998 Prince and Princess are Scott Rocker,
Kelsey Sampson.
Tom Bowen,
And Jill Sykes.
checked out like a pill. I grabbed my knife, all I heard was chill. Oh yeah, on the come real fast, jumped in my car, slammed on the gas. Yo, running on the phone, to the park, yo, I'm full. Check out the look around, DJ Lamar.
Bobby Marshall, Casey's computer science teacher, will testify that his computer lab was broken into and vandalized. He will tell you the 4 grades were changed on his mainframe computer, and he will claim to see on February 5th, from his moving car, he saw a dark figure hurriedly jump the hedge. Finally, he will tell you that he overheard Casey Coates use the word fascist. Yet, Mr. Marshall cannot tell you that he saw Casey Coates change the grades. In fact, we're not entirely sure that those grades were changed indeed. He cannot tell you that the dark figure that he saw that night was Casey. Principal Clark will testify that he found a flashlight, the initial CC, on it, and also the computer password taped on it. What the prosecution will not tell you is that Casey had lost that flashlight several weeks prior to the incident February 5th. Although he possesses little, if any, experience in investigations, Principal Clark took the investigation seriously. He determined that the letter CC on the flashlight must immediately conclude that Casey Coates had done this crime. Detective Watson will testify that he was dispatched to Casey Coates' locker and Casey Coates' locker only. He will further testify that he found 2 latex gloves with red paint on them in Casey Coates' locker. He will also testify that he determined that the gloves, the flashlight, and the computer and paint were all the same origin. Cam Moore, Shelley Jackson, and Casey Coates. Cam Moore will testify that Casey is a warm, loving person and is very excited about school. She will testify to Casey's impeccable character, and she will account for Casey's whereabouts beginning February 5th. She will describe Casey's serious knee injury that he sustained prior to the and will tell how
Coates has come to talk to me on many different occasions.
How would you describe Casey Coates?
Casey Coates is a very conscientious student with a great academic ability and a great knowledge for computers.
Have you been involved with Casey during the school year?
Yes, I have.
Have you done anything to assist Casey Coates in furthering your...
Well, we have enough money to get by, but that's about it.
Can you describe what Casey's plans are for us after high school?
Casey loves to go to college. He loves computers and loves education.
3 witnesses
The first one is Bob Marshall, which admits that he drove by the school in a hurry, getting back to his house to get to his wife before she had to go to work, or to her husband. He also said that
Who's out there, team? It's Kangas.
page 54 at top of it. There was a knight, a most distinguished man, who from the day on which he first began to ride abroad and follow chivalry, truth, honor, generosity, and courtesy. He had done nobly in a surveillance war, and ridden into battle in man war, as well in Christian as in heathen places, and ever honored for his noble graces. When we took Alexandria, he was there. He often sat at table in the chair of honor above all nations. When in Russia, in Lithuania, he had ridden, and in Russia. No Christian man so often of his ranks. When in Granada, saying, under assault he had been there, and in North Africa, raiding in Mari, and Anatolia he had been as well.
Seemingly, and she spoke daintily in French extremely. After the school of Stratford-ad-Pol, French in Paris style she did not know. At meat her manners were well taught withal, no morsel from her lips did she let fall, nor dipped her fingers in the sauce too deep, but she could carry a morsel up and keep. The smallest drop from falling on her breast, for partly that she had special zest. And she would wipe her upper lip so clean, that not a trace of grease was to be seen. Upon the cup which she had drunk to eat, she reached a hand sedately for the meat. She certainly was very entertaining, pleasant and friendly in her ways, and straining, to counterfeit a courtly kind of grace, a stately bearing fitting to her place, and to seem dignified in all her dealings, as for her sympathies and tender feelings. She was so charitably solicitous, she used to weep if she saw but a mouse caught in a trap, if it were dead or bleeding. And she had little dogs she would be feeding, with roasted flesh or milk, or wine with bread, or fine white bread, and bitterly she wept if one were dead. Or someone took a stick and made it smart, she would...
Aye, and as loud as does the chapel bell, where my Lord Monk was prior of the cell. The rule of good St. Bennet or St. Mar, as old as strict, he tended to ignore. He let go by the things of yesterday and took the modern world more spacious way. He did not rate that text at a fluff hen, which says that hunters are not holy men, and that a monk uncloistered as a mere fish out of water flapping on the pier. That is to say, a monk out of his cloister, that was a text he held not worthy an oyster. And I agreed that he had his views of sound, was he to study till his head went round, poring over books and cloisters, musty toil, as often they entail the very soil.
Seldom told, and how he never laughed, the sea should be kept free from any cost he had. Upon the Harwich Holland range, he was an expert in currency exchange. This estimable in journal merchant so had said, his wits to work none knew he was in debt. He was so stately in negotiation, loan bargain, and commercial obligation. He was an excellent fellow all the same. To tell the truth, I didn't know his name. Okay, I don't have to be the head because I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor in some state, and I'm on call every single day. I wake up in the morning and save any lives. Sometimes I get paged at 3 a.m. because some guy got stabbed at night. My eyes are red and bloodshot. It's from lack of sleep. And every time I get a break, I can't.
Silver-coated bear. He had not found no preferment in the church. He was too unworthy to make search for specular employment. By his bed, he preferred having 20 books in red and black of Aristotle's philosophy, to having fine clothes, fiddle, or psaltery. He had not found the stones that were made from gold. Whatever money from his friends he took, he spent on learning or another book, and prayed for them most earnestly, returning thanks to them, thus for paying for his learning. His only care was to study
in sight. As noted at St. Julian for his bounty, he made his household free to all the county. His bread, his ale with finest of the fine, and no one had a better stock of wine. His house was never short of baked meat pies, of fish and flesh in such supplies. It positively snowed with meat and drink, and all the dainties that a man could think. According to the seasons of the year, changes of dish were ordered to appear. He kept fat partridges in coops beyond many a bream and pike were in his pond. Woe to the cook whose sauces had no sting, or who was unprepared in anything. And his hall and table stood arrayed, and ready with the greatest of ease, blowing over buildings with the slightest sneeze. Faster than lightning, quicker than the cat, eats jelly donuts and doesn't get fat. He once saved a man who was skinny.
Who was an excellent fellow. Many a draft of vintage red and yellow. He drawn at Bordeaux while the traders snored. The nicer rules of conscience he ignored. If when he fought the enemy vessel sank, he sent his prisoners home, they walked the plank. Moon's harbor's pilots he had such dispatch that none multi Carthage. His beard in many a tempest had it shaking, and he knew what to do.
Right.
Down, digging my knees, my dagger. I described him here. I'm a mean guy. I made
in astronomy. He watched his patient's favorable star, and by his natural magic knew what are the lucky hours of planetary degrees, for making charms of magic effigies. The cause of every melody you got, he knew, and whether dry, cold, moist, or hot. He knew their seat, their humor and condition. He was a perfect participating physician. Practicing physician. These causes being known for what they were, he gave the man a medicine then and there.
A worthy woman from the side basket was with us somewhat deaf with what they. In making cloth, she showed so great a bit. She bettered those Ypres and of kin. In all the parish, not a damn dared stirred towards the altar stepped in front of her. And if indeed they did, so wrath was she as to quite put out of charity. Her kerchief were a finely woven ground. I dared have sworn they weighed a good 10 pounds. The one she wore on Sunday on her head, her rolls were the finest scarlet red. Says it will just take a couple small tweaks. He reaches for his wrench, but decides to see.
Adversity. He much disliked exploding seed or feed. Nay, rather, he preferred beyond a doubt, giving to a poor, portionate round about. From his own goods and future offerings, he found sufficiently in little things. Wide was his parish, his horses far sounder. It looked like horses, houses far sounder. Yet he neglected not in rain or thunder, in sickness or in grief, to pay a call upon his feet and his hands, and in his hands a stake.
You missed one.
That's okay. Keep going. This noble example to his sheep he gave. First following the word before he taught.
His only job is to serve and protect. They drive around in big flashy cars. If they catch you misbehaving, you'll end up behind bars. If you get mopey and way too rough, you'll find your wrist locked in a handcuff. They'll run away and drive off all crazy. They're not all dumb, stupid, or lazy. When they come upon a situation, they control the anger. Their job is full of peril and danger. Who cares if they eat donuts and drink coffee all day? They make the streets safe so your kids can play. They love their job because no day is the same. The job doesn't give them any riches or fame. Nobody wants to see them in their mirror. The girls get away by shedding some tears. I can't think anymore, so I need to stop. The job I'm describing is being a cop.
I get a couch and I scramble down the schoolhouse. I throw my stuff so the fire does not be a bluff. The siren sounding far and wide as the edge of the fire will cry. Fires in the game of happened, and tiny. When the fire out of control, that will eventually turn to full. When using my high pressure hose, I must keep on my toes. The smoke is heavy and strong, but don't worry, we won't get for long. Now the fire's off, I'm still down, and finally at last, I
Florida policeman.
Again.
Good. I'm a police officer, short and stout. I do good for the city, yep, no doubt. People look up to me for things I do and say. What they don't know, though, is I drive around most of the day. I drive around in circles, yep. Sometimes I just park and slept. Many times there ain't nothing to do. I call my coworkers, but just a few. We go down to the donut shop, and our usual seats are busty blocked. If we get calls while we're on break, we'll leave it for the other guys. Hey, we thought it was fake. If you ever need help, just remember, call me at 555-6391. That's the donut shop's number.
There once was a mean loser of a man who did nothing but tell his wife a plan. Do this, do that, whenever he said. She never could do what she wanted to. In the door he comes and shop wears the brush. She quietly says that he did none. Cook, clean, scrub the floors, that's all I do, and I'll do it no more. I'm not your slave, I'm not your maid. All you are is a big fat chunk. So do it yourself, you dirty drunk. No more washing dirty socks. You better wash it or I'll change the lock. No more dishwashing.
My God. Who would I get?
The cop? Okay. Let me on the top.
I'm a cop and I stop people who use pot. I drive through the town and bring the bad stuff down. If I see you stumbling and fall, I'll test your blood alcohol. If I give you a ticket, don't look at me and click it. When my sirens sound, people hide not to be found. If you choose to run, I may be forced to use my gun. I drink my coffee, my donuts with sprinkles. I watch you all to make sure you are not in public when you take them. Remember, I'm on your side. If you need help, I'll give you a ride.
Here's my poem. It's called The President.
Called the what?
President? The office of Oval has been filled with men in the past. Now why couldn't the ones with decency and honesty last? Now there are guys who tell nothing but lies. Our president likes to go swimming, not in water, but in women. Soon his tell buddies neutering will be done. Maybe if we ask, they will run a special 2-for-1. But you can bet he has a scandal hidden up his sleeve, but no way, you can't make him leave. $500 haircuts are the ones he buys, not to mention the quick burgers and fries. He likes his trips to Mickey D's, and now we find out it's the Chinese who paid his election fees. Yeah, he smoked pot, but inhale he did not. Now after all is said and done, who will be the next to run?
That's awesome.
Scholar. The scholar, so short and stout, always carrying his books about, so trim and proper, smart as could be, how everybody hated him, said, glad that's not me. They were always so mean to push and shove, never wanting to know why the heart went like love. This he would tell among other secrets in this, nobody cared, or shoving cared. Then the poor boy would start to feel sick, he'd pick up his book and begin to read, and they would be needed, there he'd be, smarter and ready.
Put his overalls on. He had bushy brown hair, a blonde ornament, he had a pick. He drove around in his truck, collecting everybody's muck. He acted just like his dad, but made his mother sad. After work at 6, his truck he tried to fix. His wife was slow, she went with the flow. They had no kids, but many gardens lived. He greatly enjoyed books and never judged them both. He worked with garbage cans. He was an awfully nice man.
Make it way more so they have to pay more for their grain, for their flour. He was one of the, as Amber said, he spent a fair amount of time. That he would boast, lines 551, he would boast or could heave any door off hinge and post, or take a run and break it with his head. That just tells you about his manner. I mean, he thought that was cool. He would boast. He could heave any door off hinge and post, or take a run and break it with his head. And then if you could turn to page 61, we have the sergeant at the law, which
I'm the sergeant at the law, and I read your first reading poem.
No, I'd like to read out of the book first.
Sergeant at the law, I'm taking this call. Gray and wise.
Okay. Talk to Mr.
Excellent. Streety ones in the handwriting. For so he seems, his sayings were so wise. He often had injustice on his side. My letters packed with full commission. His fame and learning in his high position. I've won in many a road and many a thee. There was no such committee. There was less than an occasion. He knew of every judgment, case and crime, recorded, every sentence in the next time. He could dictate defenses or draft deeds, and don't pitch a crown for the street. He knew every statute off the road, wore only parts of the colored coat. Girt with a silken belt, pinstripe studs, and party-colored coat. And the guardian of the law says, that's your mom. That's a good part for wise. He's really gets aware of past cases and stuff. That's good his job. I guess the bad part is being too busy or working a lot or too much.
Right there in the Oh, okay. That's the we had the wife, now we have the husband.
Cook me food, do it now. You shouldn't even raise a brow. Give me a menu. No, cook me rice. Cut the grass. I hope it's nice. Rub my feet, scratch my back. If you don't, go on back. Wash my clothes, get them clean. They better shine than never seen. Shave my face, shave my face, walk the dog, get the paper in the small. Get a job, bring home the bread. I'll be drinking beer with bread. Light the grill, I want steak. After that, you should bake. Don't call me honey, call me master. And do your job to look
Alright. What I'd like to remember about this sergeant at the law.
What is So you guys can see what it looks like now before it gets blown up.
This is KO's old room.
Here we shared a lot of very, very, very good memories.
KO's desk was over here.
I sat over there.
Oh, geez, this is sad. We'd just like to say goodbye to KO's old room.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, KO.
That's sad.
Old room. Hi.
This is Z's old room. And there's his walls. And that's about it. Now we're going to Mr. Davidson's room. Hopefully it's not a hunk of junk like in here. Okay. Oh! Okay, something just hit my leg and it really hurts. Alright. Okay, this is Mr. D's room. Notice the wonderful ceiling. It's custom. Yeah. Here, come back in here. We'll show you Z's escape window. Come back here. We have no idea what this is and how long it's been, but it's pretty freaky. That's where Super Z falls out. Boom! Still recording.
This is the old sophomore hallway. Just gonna take a look down here.
Bathroom. Any good memories shared in this too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We just walked into what used to be a place. Now alone.
Mr. Northy's room. It's pretty empty in here.
Yep, this is Mr. Northy's room. See, what else?
Girls' bathroom, Rosa.
Girls' bathroom right over there.
Oh, look at stairs we never knew were there.
Uh-oh, stairs we never knew were there. It's probably some kind of escape deal or something.
Something like that.
Something. There's where the old office used to be and the stairs that went down.
Mr. Sonnenberg's room in Unit 4. This is where Oli and I learned how to cook our first meal. This is Mrs. Calm's room.
Ay, qué suerte, ay, caramba. Ay, de mí, qué suerte. Yo no sé.
Sacaputa.
This has been a trip down memory lane for the media class and for all of you. We hope you enjoyed looking at what the building looks like right now. Many of the media class are in tears. This is one last look out the window from this vantage point, coming down from the 3rd floor, going downstairs. We'll just follow the media class out the doors and into the memory of the fact that the school will be demolished next Tuesday, possibly.
I have a little bad news for you people, and you probably already heard this, but anybody who's on this list, you have to go to the office. You'll get a refund. You will. Matt Broccolo, Matt Kinder, Trevor Cronin, Noah Paulson, Lori Larson, Rick Cedar, Mike Peterson, Peter Urquhart, Michelle Halverson, and Andy Hyde. And anybody else who's on the detention list needs to report to State Hall. And you will get a refund, by the way, just like that around today. And Vice President, Jen Mota, and Reed Hunter.
Welcome to the 1998 Council. And first start us off, it will be once again Ryan Hickey singing Smells Like Soup.
How you doing out there? Alright, after the discussion,
decided to give it a try, so hang on. Alright.
Tell me what you want. Or you can pick them up after school after Wednesday the 27th. Next, we're going to have Katie Burstead singing My Heart Will Go On from Titanic, accompanied by Mrs. Candace Carter.
We need to have more tours. Come on, a $20 bill here. Let's go. I can't do this alone. I'll start shooting. $20 by this M40 grade A launcher. I don't think we need to use it. We have some truck in this water for 25 years. All right. If you know the stage now. Where do your deck of cards? And what I want you to do is give me that. Okay. Deck of cards here. And get rid of those. Get rid of there. Get rid of that one, get rid of that one. Take one card out of the deck. Memorize it. Don't tell them this is your card. I'll stand by the microphone so you can hear me. Okay, great. One your thing here. Pick one. Don't show me. Take the rest of the cards. Pick your card. Pick back a deck. Well, not fun with that. Show the deck. And go bring it to the first person down there in the audience. Not him. Come on, I got 11 minutes here, Loki. I need you, man. Okay, the first person is going to take one card. First, dude. Oh. Okay, yeah, give it to her. Okay.
This is some more prom information. Senior awards will be given throughout the evening, and a grand Here they are, Pete and Ryan, Brian, and Ian doing one of their favorite songs.
chair.
Hey, other team!
This chair is for you.
U-G-L-Y! You ain't got no alibi! I am a B-A-B-E-R.
U-G-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi.
The last act for the 98 dog show is... All I can say is the Limo Brothers.
You're not taping, are you?
Yeah, yeah.
We're not even in line yet. We're 61, I think. I don't know, the smallest is up there. Where's the car? Hey, Josh.
What is up? What's up? How's it going, Owen? Yeah, snatch. I know. Yeah, Carrie.
I can't believe it!
Yeah, sure. What's happening? How's it going, Peter?
Josh!
I don't know if it's light enough, but... It's clear.
I know, John.
I don't know if I can get you there. I don't know if I can get in this window. I think I need a light.
Awesome. Say hi to Mr. Abbott.
Hi, Mr. Abbott.
Styling, You're styling.
These are all 60s and 70s.
I'm taking them off. You're gonna come back and haunt me with them.
Thank you.
Herblin?
Hey, Joel, how's it going? What's up, Chad?
Oh, yeah.
I can't win, right?
What's that? You are the man. That's it.
We'll start the Grand March after just a couple of announcements. First of all, there will not be a total lineup of all Esko participants. Their names will be called and they will stand in between those two roses, bouquets of roses, and they...
And Jill Menard, escorted by Josh Schiller.
Love Mr. Abbott.
I thought I'm looking at you. You would think that's
Josh, what's up?
Talk to Mr. Abbott.
Oh, Mr. Abbott, how you doing? Here's the prom. Let's go.
Josh.
Can I see Randall? What should I have?
Josh. Stuff. I like the hat. Thanks, man. Hey, what's up? Come on, Josh.
How's it going?
I'm starving. I want to eat now.
Look at Lumber.
That's me and Romeo. And then Josh. God, Josh.
Yeah,
Or
Josh.
Herbie over there.
Go get Herb.
Go get Herb. Go get Herb.
I'm getting him.
Go get the chest. It's gotta be this big, don't you think, guys? Joey?
Yeah.
Oh, he's over on the other side.
I went to
We're going, Frank.
He's on.
I lost her.
Mr. Anderson, Mr. Bowen.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Alright. Thank you. Oh, geez. Hey, good evening. I'm glad you could make it. Nice to see you. Hi.
How's it going, Carl?
Last.
Thank you very much.
All-star number 1, all-star number 2. How's it going?
Good. Good. Is this part of your special project, George?
Hey, man, I get to eat for free.
Huh?
I get to eat and dance for free.
You can use this for your special project.
Anywhere near us.
Huh?
Pharaoh, get out of the way. Get out of here, Pharaoh. We don't want you to.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3.
See? Hexham spreads lies about the day.
Just drop the hands down a little bit. Pull your hand behind your back. That's it. Here's 1, 2, 3. Pull it. 1, 2, 3. Good.
Over there and show Mr. Pharaoh who you
What are you guys doing tonight?
Oh, you know, we're gonna party on down. Get the wife beaters out.
How about you, Pete? You got a wife beater?
Do I got a wife beater on? No. Probably have a t-shirt underneath.
Where you going?
After here?
Yeah.
Probably home to bed, you know. Take it easy. Sunday morning, tomorrow, church, you know. I don't know.
That would be
What's up? How you doing?
Here's this pimp daddy, huh?
What's up, Taco?
This little pimp daddy here, huh?
Let me see that. Let me see that tongue. Oh, that is a styling Stuart rising. Who's that?
They're not pimps. They're called.
How you going?
I think it was pretty close.
I know I'm hand. Abbott knows it.
Mr. Abbott can have
Let me control that for a second. I want to look up. There's Jordan. Jordan, the cameraman. Just seconds ago, I almost got kicked out because I was smoking.
Already?
In the prom lot.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Who caught you?
You got this habit?
Who caught you?
Bill Berglund,
Berglund
saw
caught
me
you.
smoking, and he told me to go off ground. So I went off ground. I was smoking with this hand. Right here. And I went off ground. When I came back in, Senior Calm tackled me. And she told me that I was kicked out for smoking out of ground. But anyway, we worked it out with Mr. Berglund, and everything's okay. Oh, 95.
All right.
Cheers, Cedric!
That is really funny.
Let's do a little pre-dance.
Josh, get us a little pre-dance.
You guys are gonna get it. You better
Push it, push it, push it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get closer, you guys.
Your hair, Joey, is so nice. So hard. How long did it take you to do that? It took me like 20 minutes. Oh, it took me like
Half and all.
Got anything you want to say to Mr. Abbott?
Hi.
Hey, Joel. Word's been that Haney got a job at St. Scholastic. So we're on a journey looking for him. That ain't him.
Look at this, Josh. I don't know. I don't know.
Have you seen Haney around?
No. Hey, he's here.
That's the word. There's the kitchen. There's Haney. Haney's nowhere to be found. There's somebody. Alright.
I'm sorry. Josh, what are you doing with that thing, man?
On a search for Haney.
Who?
Yeah, but I found Jack Schilling. Mouton of the Year.
You get more time here.
He doesn't have a date. She dumped him.
I'm a loser.
That's what? sucks, Joe.
For putting this on. It turned out really great. And thanks Glasgow and staff. And thanks for supporting your decorating today. He did all the beautiful roses and candy and all that.
Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, we thank you for this evening together. We thank you for the special years that you have given us together as classmates. We thank you for this food we are about to eat and for the people who prepared it.
Dad's gonna love this. Chowing down. He doesn't have time. He would go in for a second to grab it. Pretty nice. Who is this dude?
This ain't gonna make fun of you. What have I ever said?
Look at it.
Just hold on.
No, look at it.
For the most athletic young woman, that's Rita Thompson. In this category, the category of the most school spirit. Now, this is a very difficult category for boys. The young man with the most school spirit was Ryan Moran. Very difficult. We're going to have the one with the most school spirit, and that was Dana Young. Cheer for us.
That was horrible.
In the category of most outstanding sense of humor for women, that was Jenny Mackey. And for the male category for most outstanding sense of humor, Nick Emo. What do you call this? I don't know. Again, this is a fairly easy category here. This is for males, most original excuses. And like I said, it was pretty easy. It was Pete Gerard. And again, this also was fairly easy award to pick for the women's category. That would go to Carrie Devine. Jeremy Saline. The woman with the best laugh, the young woman with the best laugh at Esko High School in the year 1998 was Lacey Hancock.
I would want like the loudest. I would want the most annoying laugh. I can hear him laughing.
The best female dancer, senior best female dancer was Mandy Sparring. Very good young man. Male, that would go to Matt Ellison. Very good.
It's like movie.
Most artistic. Young woman at Esko High School. Very difficult. There's so many artistic young women. But it was a tough choice, but they finally decided on Maria Baker. And now for the most artistic young man at Esko High School. You know, very, very close. But it finally came down to Ryan Paquin. Now the boys was that there was a tie in this one, but it finally came down to Dave Anderson. But I'd like to know that Jake Tull was very close second. And what was his confidence? Dave Anderson.
That's our candle, darling.
Wait a minute, there's an technical controversy here. You might have to take names or words after them. Maybe we're allowed to keep it over. Oh yeah, the hardest working person in Esko, in the female category, is Jen Hota. Hardest working.
40 hours a week. Yeah. Work every day. Well, when you go to the little store, am I there every day? Well, that's when you yeah, well, I don't get it.
The hardest working male. What? Hardest working young man in Esko this year was Brandon Wayne.
Oh, it's all Paul.
He had to work late. The most likely, it's now, okay, now we're going a little too fast, so those who win awards now have to give a small speech. So from now on, and this will be great because Keisha's giving a speech graduation. So the most likely to succeed was for the women was Keisha Stahler. And then for the boys, the most likely to succeed, I don't know what to see that, but Ryan Moran. go is Joy Menard. Class's card for the women's category was Mandy Sparring. And for the gentlemen, goes to Jason Kraus.
Sorry, get in your way. Seriously. What did he get? What did he just get?